All right, let's wrap this up.
Yep.
Philadelphia Eagles, another team that's making a ton of moves. They've added Malik Jackson on the defensive line and Deshaun Jackson at wide receiver. The Jacksons
They just find money. They're just, I don't know where, but they find it.
Trading Michael Bennett.
Trading Michael Bennett.
Jordan Hicks is out, and Ronald Darby's still out there. They're one of their corners from last year. The Eagles seem to be doing a pretty good job of just, here's what's been tough. They won a Super Bowl in 2017. They were strong in some important areas. It's almost like they're doing everything they can the last couple of years, from Vinny Curry moves and all these different things, to just replace what they've had, what they had the previous year.
Yeah, keep strength to strength.
And that's what Malik Jackson really is on that defensive line. How do you replace some of Michael Bennett's production? You grab a Malik Jackson.
Yeah, the thing I love, though, is compensatory pick-wise, they're going to get two. With Jordan Hicks leaving, Ronald Darby leaving. Malik Jackson was a cut by the Jaguars, so he doesn't factor in the equation. Deshaun Jackson was a trade with the Bucs, doesn't factor in the equation. That could be a 3 and a 4, maybe even 2 3s, depending on, I don't know, the Hicks contract, not huge, so maybe a 3 and a 4, but Darby's definitely going to get a 3 for you. So that's team building. That's foresight. That is how you kings stay kings, as they say. It's a good offseason for the Eagles. Now, just obviously, Carson Wentz needs to stay healthy, and you still need to hit on some corners in the draft. Yeah, the corner position is the big question mark, I think, for the Eagles, because it looked like a strength a couple of years ago, and now Darby's out. They had so many injuries last year, and maybe not the development of a Sidney Jones that you were hoping to see, that type of thing. Yeah, 25th pick, ways they could go with that. Could see offensive tackle to someone in the pipe for Jason Peters behind him. 1 year he's back for 1 year. Yeah, 1 year back. Yeah. I mean, he's just at his age. That's not even, he might not even make it through the season. Cornerback as well, obvious need. Linebacker, I could see them going to if someone really is there that they fall in love with. But cornerback, Darby walks, pencil one in there. Let's discuss their offense really quickly, because when you have Alshon Jeffrey with the big contested catch guy, Nelson Aguilar in the slot, and now Deshaun Jackson as a deep threat, plus those 2 tight ends, Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert, there are mismatch possibilities everywhere. This is like my favorite way to build an offense. That is 5 pretty distinct skill sets there with those 5 skill position players. Yeah, it is a diverse offense, a lot of different things you can do. Would love to see them add in the mid rounds 3-4 running back with some receiving ability. Someone like Rodney Anderson out of Oklahoma, just someone who can catch the ball out of the backfield, because I think that could just take you to the next level in terms of offensively. Yeah. We will, as much as we hammer running backs don't matter, whatever, you can be bad at the position. A lot of guys are good, but you can also be bad, and I think they were bad at that position last year. Well, yeah, but I also think if the Jets had all of these receivers, say the Eagles added Le'Veon Bell to this mix, for money aside, you'd say, oh my, how do you cover that? Yeah. How do you cover all of these tight ends and receivers and a Le'Veon Bell? When you have Le'Veon Bell with the Jets, it's like, all right, he's the guy that may be tough to cover, but like we need receivers first. You need tight ends first. Yeah. With the Eagles, now if you add a guy, you have a running back with receiving ability, that just adds to the difficulty of trying to cover this team. They're really building a good group around Carson Wentz. Well, it's one of those things like you're the Eagles, you have these downfield options. They're so good. I guess it's like the Chiefs last year when you had Kareem Hunt in that lineup. All these downfield options are so good, but when he has to check down, you go to Kareem Hunt, and it can still go get you a first down. It can still get you a first down, but you juxtapose that with the Giants last year, where you're checking down all the time. It's not a great option to be checking down, but the fact that he can, when you have all these weapons downfield, they can kill you, and then you check down, and he can also get you the first down. If you're throwing it to him every single time, that's not great. But if he's just that last piece of the puzzle, yes, it is very impactful. Yeah, I think there's something to it. By the way, Deshaun Jackson, as we did our Deshaun Jackson video here on the YouTube channel, over 17 yards per reception in his career. Yeah, that is a career year for most guys. That's his career average. Consistently top 5 deep threat in the NFL. And you're still doing it last year. And with all the 12 personnel, the 2 tight end sets that the Eagles run, he can be a part of the 2 tight end sets. 30, 35 snaps per game. Let him do that distinctly, and then spread, move guys around with Aguilar and everything. I mean, I just think there's so much that the Eagles can do now. I love that move with Deshaun Jackson coming back to Philly for almost nothing. That's the other thing too.